Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of Yassopp's Cruise video. In this video I'm going to go through Treasure Map vs Chopper, showcasing my teams that I showed you in the previous video and showing you a few tweaks that I made to them. So this Treasure Map is very similar to the last one. The map is exactly the same, I'm pretty sure. Coast of Alagia, or however you pronounce that. But the intrusion is a bitch this time. I absolutely hate this intrusion because the interrupt on the final stage prevents you from activating an attack boost, orb boost, and an affinity boost. So I'm very confused on how that works. Even if you have all the batch, I don't know how you're supposed to get around that, but okay. So I'm just nav skipping right now, and I'm not confident in my intrusion team, so I'm not going to show you that. This is a very fast run. I can get like under 10 minutes, even though I have very bad connection. So let me just show you. I'm going to skip this intrusion because I am not going to show you this. It is terrible. I'm just going down the middle path since that is the fastest route, and I also have some treasure that I can get you on along the way. But anyways, I'll just skip to the mini boss fights, and then I'll explain the teams and any changes I made to them. So as you can see, I can get a rainbow chase from going down the center path, so it's pretty cool. If you do have trouble against any of the mini bosses, maybe consider fighting them in the min map. But I don't have any issues, so I'm just going to go down the center path for the fastest run possible. And so I have to rely on RNG less for better rolls. But anyways, getting a normal chest here. And it's very quick from the start of the map until the final boss. And the boss rush where you can fight all four of the mini bosses. So the first one is against, what's his name? Gordon, what a weird name. But anyways, this team is amazing. I didn't need to change this at all. It works super well. Kuzan is super good if you have him at level limit break 3. Unfortunately, if you don't have him at level limit break 3, he won't give the attack and orb boost on the final stage. But I would consider even postering this character if you are like 1 or 2 level limit breaks away. Actually, nah, save your posters for Grand Voyage, but still, this character is really good. Honestly, probably my favorite level limit break in the game. We're using his special on stage 1 to wave clear. He's a very fast wave clearing special. Stage 2, we can use our Kiku and Izo to give us 1 orbs, a chain lock, and wave clear. So Kiku and Izo is one of the best, if not the best sub for Treasure Map. I love this character. If you do pull 2 Kiku and Izos, I would recommend keeping one of them unevolved, just so that you can use them in 2 different boss fights. But here we're using 0 specials, and I just need to tap a good on my Kiku, a great on my Kiku and Izo, and that'll kill. So one big tip I have for Treasure Map is make sure that you are tapping efficiently, because although it's a little bit of time, it all adds up, and if you're tapping efficiently in all of your bosses, it's going to save a lot of time. There's no need to activate all of your specials and hit all of your perfects to kill the boss if it's not necessary. So just try and activate the least amount of specials and tap the least amount that you need, just to save a bit of time. So moving on to the next mini boss here against what's his name, Yasopp and Usopp. So these guys, the only thing I've changed with this team is that I changed to the koi ship, and unfortunately this team does require you to use carrot on stage 2, because there's an issue that who's special isn't ready on the final stage. So we need to use carrot on stage 2 so that we can give him cooldown. Alternatively, you could also run Treasure Map Rare Recruit Burgess with Treasure Map Legend Blackbird support on them. Then you won't need to activate your carrot special. But in this instance, yeah, I got cooldown on stage 1, so there's no need to activate carrot. But stage 1 you use Baccarat usually, and then stage 2 Gin and Krieg, as well as your carrot special. And then on the final stage here, we can activate our Who's Who and our Shiki. And the koi ship is very important because it's going to allow our recovery orbs to be beneficial that Shiki gives. So unfortunately, Shiki's a bitch and he doesn't give your recovery orbs as matching with his crewmate ability. So you need an alternative ship. I didn't have the koi ship before this treasure map, but I quickly bought it now when I realized I needed it for this mini boss. But I don't think it's required, because Shiki does give himself a recovery orb that is counted as matching, and he is the hardest hitter on the team. So if you aren't going super hard, there's no need to go out of your way to buy the ship, but it just makes this a lot easier. You'll have a full board of beneficial orbs. But moving on to the next mini boss against Beckman&Roux. This team is exactly the same as I showed you in the video. if you have your what's his name? Sengoku. No, if you have your bullet at level number like 3, he will give cooldown in his captain, and you do not need to run Eneru. You can run a different wave clearer, literally anyone that wave clears. For instance, Elizabello or recruit, he's a strength character. He's a very fast wave clearer. But if you don't have your bullet at level number like 3, you need to run Eneru to give you 2 turns of cooldown so that your Sengoku is ready on the final stage. Also, I just fucked up. You have to use your Moria on stage 1. Because Moria does fixed damage and that won't kill all these mobs. So I made a bit of a mistake. You need to use Moria on stage 1 because his fixed damage will kill all the turtles. Stage 2 use Eneru. And then on the final stage, Moria is so good. Wave clearing on stage 1, and he has the attachable support of Kuma to get rid of the 5 turns of despair. And then we can use our Dofi to get rid of the block orbs, as well as give us an attack boost and an orb boost. So very good unit for our offensive capabilities. Then we can use our Sengoku after Dofi to give us a chain boundary effect and get rid of the enemy's damage reduction. Then we can use our bullet for end of turn damage and then just hit our 2 perfects. And from there it is very easy. Unfortunately, we're having to wait for the end of turn damage to kick in, which wastes a bit of time. But this is generally a slower mini boss for literally every player. It's a very slow mini boss. So if your team isn't the best, then don't beat yourself up over it. But anyways, moving on to the final mini boss. This team is amazing. Didn't make any changes. So basically the only thing I changed was the carry team for Yasopp and Usopp. Besides that, not many changes. These teams are very good this time around. This team is super strong. You literally just need to tap 1 great on your Warret or Carrot and Wanda, whatever you want to call it, and they'll kill the mini boss very easily. So as I said before, make sure that you are tapping efficiently. If you don't need to tap a perfect, then don't tap a perfect to kill the mini boss. Just saves a bit of time, and it will all stack up over time. So Luffy and Law, excellent wave clearer, and they have the color affinity from your Pedro. Stage 2 Pedro is an amazing character, giving us matching orbs, wave clear, and a color affinity that will last until the final stage. And then Cat Viper is an excellent captain, giving us cooldown and allowing us to casually bypass our threshold and damage reduction. Then we can use our Carrot and Wanda special to give us an orb boost and defense down the enemy. We don't even need to activate Perona yet. It's just unnecessary. Also, my game is lagging. I wish I had a better phone, but oh well. Later on, you can activate your Perona special for a chain lock and a defense non-conditional attack boost. So Perona is not required at early nav levels. Don't waste your time activating her. But anyways, these are all the mini boss teams that they work very well. We are about 8 minutes into the run, and then we can end it off here with the final boss. This team is very similar. I think it's the exact same. I'm not too sure. I forgot. But anyways, just make sure you know where to tap in your friend list to get your Snake Man as fast as possible. You don't want to waste your time in your friend list. But anyways, the boost for this team is very good for not using any of the new batch legends or any recent characters. So 9.13 is pretty decent. Make sure you're running Snake Man Friend Captain for the highest point boost possible. He is the highest boost of this treasure map. But on stage 1, we get our full board of Wano orbs from our Hiyori. They'll carry over in stage 2, so we don't have to worry about orbs. Now, unfortunately, our Hiyori is not ready for stage 2, so we need to have the support of Whitey Bay. Okay, yeah, this is the change I made to this team. We have to have Whitey Bay support on our Hiyori so we can get rid of the remaining turn of Despair and Bind on our captains. Then activate your, what's his name? Zora and Sanji. And then just tap a perfect on your Frankie and that will kill very easily. And then on the final stage, you can use your Luffy's Wano Orb. So unfortunately, we are going to lose our Wano Orb on our Frankie. So we aren't dealing as much damage on the final stage. But since we have so much damage from our Snake Man special, we don't have to worry about it. So just activate your Snake Man super type. Then Frankie special for a chain lock. And getting, I don't know what else. He just gives the chain lock. And you'll rewind your Snake Man special to full so you can use him for an attack boost. And then use your, what's his name? Shinobu for a orb boost and getting rid of the enemy's threshold. And then just hit your perfect and that'll kill very easily. Now I don't think you even needed to activate my Snake Man special there, so I kind of wasted time. So I'm being a bit of a hypocrite, but just make sure you're activating the minimum amount of specials to kill the enemy, and you will get the fastest run possible. So I did make a few mess ups here in this run, so it's a bit slower than usual. 10 minutes and 30 seconds is still very fast for the terrible ping that I have. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the team, ask them down below. But with all that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.